community of producers, like households or whoever is producing and busy with agriculture and environmental management. So these are mainly households and big and small farmers. So this is what this is our target audience. Still in the process, and we are trying to shape it so we can maybe at least launch it virtually in 1 month period. Because originally we were planning to hold the Central Asia Climate Change Conference, which is like became annual event. Kerry, my connection shows that it is unstable. I just want to make sure if you can hear me.
I can still hear you really well, at least for me.
Okay, good. So that's what we were planning, and but nowadays we have to do it virtually. So what we are doing currently is preparing for this virtual launch in approximately June. So what it consists of, the platform itself, roughly it is consisting of 3-4 sections. So first one is website. That's where you end up when you click on that link. And then the portal itself is consisting of Knowledge Hub, where we try to put all knowledge products which we can get from open source databases, and then can be uploaded, or scientific products, also brochures, different types of knowledge products. So as to say, this is type of digital library. So people can access those, and it gives you information of if it's open access or limited access, and what type of product it is, and so forth. And another big section of it is GeoPortal, which collects many geospatial data, and helps to visualize, to display, and maybe also to do some simple analytics, because we don't want to complicate it too much, because it has to be accessible to and usable by different type of stakeholders with different backgrounds. And also it gives you opportunity to upload data and to have a mutual exchange. We also integrate a discussion forum where people can put some thematic discussions, so to facilitate this type of exchange covering these Central Asian countries. And up to this moment, we managed to look for, to do some inventory where open source data covering climate related or natural resource management related data available in a global scale, and maybe also from the region and neighboring countries. And for to this moment, we managed to harvest and populate the Knowledge Hub with approximately 12,000 documents. A large part of it is coming from also FAO, World Bank, repository also coming from CG centers. And you can see the summary of the portal accessing 16 different sources. And we continue adding and testing. And what we are spending more time is also to talk to local partners who have plenty of data, but maybe it is not in shareable format, and maybe it is limited access or open access. So we are trying to facilitate such exchange and help our partners in these countries to add their knowledge into this platform. And spatial layer, we managed to this moment to extract more than 500 layers, but only covering 6 sources for the moment, but there are plenty more, which still work is in progress. And then also adding and testing other sources. And also we tried to integrate, and we solved this issue of request of different languages, because people entering this portal, they would like to see at least maybe the major menu, like standard statements translated into their local language, so it's easier for them to browse, to surf through the portal. So you see some statistics here and the names of the organizations, sources which we are accessing. And but when we talk also with the stakeholders, there are different expectations from this platform, because we did quite extensive consultation process before formulating the first pilot architecture of this platform. And there is different expectation, interest, needs from coming from different type of stakeholders in whole Central Asia, and some of them are putting a lot of notes, points, issues like is your data which you are bringing of good quality? Will you be translating them? How is this access? Is it free or paid? So these are types of expectations and then questions we were receiving during the consultation process, and it is very difficult to balance and to respond to all such expectations. And because when you see how to reflect, you see some people are asking, look, I have especially these meteor services. They would like to, they collect a lot of data, but it's not easily accessible. And maybe some organization would like to, build or attract some investment to that. So they would like to offer paid data, or some of them is closed, you don't have access, but some of it is open. So there is not no notion of open data currently very widely distributed in these countries, unfortunately. So we are slowly making these small steps to try to explain that there is open access data covering Central Asia as well. So it doesn't have to be necessarily coming from Central Asia itself. So by this, we hope to solve and to attract more local organizations to use and to upload this portal. So we are setting this automatic harvesting configuration. So any update happening from those sources where we are taking data from is automatically updated in this portal as well. But our main purpose by this CACIP, which is the abbreviation for Central Asia Climate Information Platform, is to provide open access data as much as possible related to climate data, and also covering mainly the Central Asian countries in one click, in let's say as a one-stop shop for different type of users. And before I mentioned that we did consultations in all these 5 countries, was a very long process as well. Before we came up to who came up to confirmed or approved or at least agreed type of architecture of this platform, we did surveys, we combined surveys, workshops, face-to-face, different stakeholders to see farmers. And here is the timeline for institutional consultations to see what kind of data they are looking for if we offer such a platform or portal, and then how they would like to download with limited access, because it's also quite a big issue in some places, maybe not in everywhere. And also more and more the questions were coming about sustainability, where I will cover them in following slides. So what we have is knowledge hub, data sets, and we are covering farmers, scientists, as well as government agencies. And we also hope to include private companies, and here it mainly is the insurance companies, which are mainly commercially based, which you can call really private companies. Extension services, maybe they are half government supported, half NGOs. So to attract them to use this portal. And also we hope that international and regional projects or organizations can see this as a resource where they can see different projects using this portal. So it integrates different interactive aspects as well. So Knowledge Hub, which I mentioned, so in addition to harvesting, also for the geospatial portal, part of the portal, also the user has a possibility of uploading his own data set or knowledge product, and then this is how he can enrich the database. And it was nice to see the MOOC presentation before. What we are trying to do is also to develop a training course on how to use this portal, and through this e-learning approach. And we also to inform our stakeholders, we are producing monthly newsletters to inform what kind of activities, additional work is being done over these last several months when this CASIP portal was being developed. And we are also trying to involve more people to use the forum so it becomes more lively. So it's not like a product we develop and then dump it to end user. So we wanted to involve them already from now. And then there was always a question of how you will make sure the sustainability of the portal. And here we also think that as a maybe client or the one who commenced this work, it's for one organization maybe to maintain, to develop it further, will be very difficult for one organization. And here we thought about sustainability, where we would like to involve several, like make a consortium of organizations, sort of drawing a parallel to WOCAT, how it is established. And so also a type of consortium that it is run by at least government organizations or different organizations coming from different countries, target countries in these 5 countries. So they can also oversee, and then it is not very difficult for one organization to run such a platform because it's not, I think, easy to always, because you need to invest, you need personnel, technical personnel, also PR personnel to always run and to update it, to always make sure that people are using it. So this is also, we are inviting these consortium partners coming from Central Asian countries at this stage, in the hope that it will be more sustainable when we include more people from more organizations from the countries. And it's available, the menu at least available now in 7 languages, covering all 5 country languages and plus Russian, because it's widely spoken language in the region, and also most of it is available in English as a developing team speaking in English as well. And also, maybe I'm approaching the end. It's such mechanisms to reflect local needs. We have bi-monthly reporting with participants, stakeholder groups. We have supporting people from coming from several government organizations in the region, and also this is supported by Central Asia Regional Environmental Center, which is based. The program is managed by Central Asia Regional Environmental Center, and we are partnering with them to deliver this portal. And we have already several issues of newsletters, and there are links, and maybe we can share the PDF of presentations with links, or share the links separately. And we always look for satisfaction, like we run this survey to see how satisfied people are if they are opening and reading our newsletters. And maybe one of the final slides, there are different expectations. This is an example when you meet or you see different needs, expectations, technical capacity coming, of your stakeholders. Some are very advanced, some are requiring only maybe very simple tools. So if you put them together, they will look a little bit disproportionate. But this is what we are trying to tailor, that it is addressing all our stakeholders whom we are consulting on, whom we are targeting. So this is basically in a nutshell about climate information platform for Central Asia. And we are trying to make use of all that open source data available, which is covering also Central Asia. So this is very quick, and thank you. This is my last slide.
Great, thank you so much. We have one question in the chat, which is, actually, let me turn my volume down. Sorry, we've got a landscaper circling the house with a lawnmower, and I'm trying to avoid the background noise. Okay, the question is, there's a lot of similarity with a tool known as IDV. Is there a link between these 2 tools?
I'm not maybe IDV, I'm not maybe aware of abbreviation, but what we are trying to do is, you know, people always compare this with Google, like why don't I go to Google and then get all this data? You know, from there, maybe it's not possible to get. And also maybe there are not many people are aware what is happening and what kind of tools are available worldwide. So with this effort, we wanted to maybe clip maybe what is available in IDV or maybe what is available in another database or platforms, clip the ones, the part which is relevant to Central Asia. So people from here, they can use, and we try to make it more tailored to our stakeholders here. So that is effort we were spending, and I will check what IDV has, and maybe we can you know, draw more lessons learned from there as well.
Great, thank you so much. Let's move on to our next